to Second Pour. I'm Zane.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be talking about Nikka
Coffey Grain Whisky, right?
Oh my God, this is Coffey Grain Whisky.
Now I will preface this with do not let the plain, clean bottle fool you.
Oh, and don't let the fact that it's a twist top.
A twist top whiskey, I mean, normally that stuff's pretty cheap, but I will tell you that I think this runs around 60, 70 bucks. But hey, before we go any further on this, please be sure to subscribe and like our videos. It really helps us out a lot. And let's pour another second pour of this stuff, right?
Let's do it. Pour me up, pour you up, pour Rochester up.
Oh, that's right, because Rochester might want some of this.
He will, he will.
You know, I haven't had any food and we've been shooting all night.
Yeah, I haven't had any food either. And I'm slightly lit.
That's okay.
So, while we're kind of looking at it, the coloration, you can comment on that. I want everybody to understand something immediately. Coffee does not mean the ground coffee bean.
That's right. So why don't you go ahead and bring them up to speed. It does say Nikka Coffey, but it's not spelled C-O-F-F-E.
Yeah. So there was an Irishman. I can't remember his first name. It was like starts with an A, like Adelini or that's not right. That doesn't sound Irish, does it?
Adelini.
It doesn't matter. It's like oh yeah. His last name was Coffey, and he actually patented or created a particular still known as the coffee
still.
The
right?
coffee still.
That's right.
More importantly, you need to know that what it is a continuated, or it's a still that is continuously producing the parts of it that we call liquor. Okay?
I like liquor.
As opposed to a pot still, which is a batch. You know, it's like a pot still, you make a batch and you create.
And that's why you always get the pot still. It means it came all out of that one pot.
Yeah. And so a coffee still it's actually a little bit harder to run if it's literally the patented made, coffee, the guy still. So, but to let everybody know, most modern bourbons are produced by using the continuous distilling process. Very similar, if not exactly, like a coffee still.
Like a column still.
Yeah, you're right. It's a column still idea. That's exactly right, as opposed to the pot still.
Now, I will say that this whiskey has been hard to find in our area lately. I don't know if it's because it's popular or because it's the difficulty of production.
To say that this is not special, well, it is very special because the way this is produced means that all the flavors are more nuanced. They're lighter. They're not as heavy and hearty as you get out of a single
I
malt.
see what you're saying. So
the mixology, as it were, is more important.
now I will say that this is coming in at a 45%, 90 ABV.
Yeah.
Or 90 proof, 45% ABV, but which is interesting because a lot of Japanese whiskeys we've had so far have been around the 43, 86 range.
Yeah, it's. However, it's only like we're talking 2% off of one side of the number.
Yeah, but that's getting close to 100.
Yeah, it's getting close.
So, but now let's smell this thing.
Yeah. So straight off the bat, yes, I can classify it as a Scotch in my nose.
Maybe, but there's a lot of little bourbon-y. To me, that still seems like it's kind of bouncing between the two, right?
Yeah, it's the light applewood flavoring you smell, or blossoming smell, that gives us that.
Now, there is another scent in there I'm picking up. And I was picking it up just while you were talking, because I was sitting there kind of picking it up.
And what is this scent?
It's melon. I feel like I smell like a cantaloupe, a honeydew melon, something along that line.
Yeah, I've read.
If you can really, it's there.
Yeah, I've read reviews that actually people are talking about a heavy banana.
Ooh, wow, banana.
And that banana, that smell of banana, that flavor of banana is what a lot of people get with honeydew.
I mean, I could kind of get that banana. Do you realize that banana today doesn't taste like banana 50 years ago?
Oh, no. If you have wild-grown bananas, that's completely different. That's what we're talking about, actually.
Yeah, because I think the store-bought banana does not smell like this.
No. It does not.
Okay, let's taste this thing, right?
Lord, that's good.
Now, we've had a lot of whiskey today.
That's straight up. That phraseology makes me Southern.
Yeah, it does make you.
That
does make you Southern. It sure does.
That shit got it good. Yeah.
So now I will say it's a little bit spicier than your standard Japanese whiskey, but I think it's that extra percentage we're talking about.
Yeah, I would say that's straight up in the alcohol content maybe, but because it helps express it more.
But that melon comes out more in the palate to me.
Yeah.
So to me, I can taste more of that melon, cantaloupe,
Yes.
honeydew, watermelon type kind of flavor in there. Now, it's super sweet. I've heard people explain that when they talk about this whiskey, it's really sweet. Now, we're not talking about it's like a liqueur sweet.
Oh, it's not even close to a liqueur.
But there is this really strong, sweet, fruity taste
Yeah.
to it.
It's unfair as far as Jeff's concerned, because I've had a lot of Nikka. I will say this much, and you will owe yourself a good chance of doing this, is if you go to a place that has Nikka, I'll talk specifically a restaurant,
Yeah.
I encourage you to pair it with your food while eating your food.
Because you were telling me that this is really great with sushi, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It doesn't overpower sushi, much like sake does, which is completely
I mean,
different.
that's a big rice thing.
But what it does is it helps to open up your palate so that flavors that you already are enjoying,
it kind of opens them up more.
it opens them up more, and it does not detract. It doesn't, I'm not going to go eat sushi and drink Ardbegs.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe there's some ideas in that.
I guess maybe if I was eating like smoked salmon.
That's what I mean, right?
But that's not sushi.
But now,
Come on, that's not real.
There seems to be some. If you think about it, if you throw some cucumber into your sushi roll.
Oh, yeah.
If you're throwing some avocado into your sushi roll.
Something with more fats, yes.
These things do seem to probably complement that really well. And fish. I would suspect this really complements, fish really well.
Yeah. The make of this whiskey to me is one of the most overall impressive whiskeys out of all the ones I've drank. And I have had a lot of whiskey.
And I hear some people sometimes they even attribute this to like a cotton candy smell.
And
it's really there.
Yeah, if you're into syrup, you can definitely smell the syrup.
It definitely has a syrupy smell to it, but it doesn't show up on the glass, and it definitely does not show up on the palate. So,
but this one, I will tell you, as well as I will never want to drink this with a little bit of water. I don't want to drink it with ice.
So this is a clean.
This is neat.
This is a nice, clean, neat drink every time. Okay, so let's rate this thing. You're excited, aren't you? You're excited. I can see it. It's saying excited. Show them your excited face.
Okay. The excited face. This goes only to a few things, and we have the rating system of what are we rating up to? 1
finger to 5 finger. What that means is 1 finger pour, 2 finger pour, 3 finger pour, all the way up to I am fisting this mother.
Yeah. So with this one, unabashedly, this is a 5-finger whiskey.
Hang on. Let me rewind this for a second.
Because I'm waiting for liquid gold to show up in the world. I'll never rate something at 5 fingers. Yeah.
So as you just saw, Zane just a few episodes ago said that he's waiting for his gold.
Yeah.
Are you telling me this is your gold?
Yeah, this one, the difference between this one and what a lot of people want to tout as some of the best. I've had the Stag. I've had Blanton's. I've had the things. I haven't had.
There's some big names you're throwing out there.
I haven't had Pappy's at this point, but I will tell you this much.
Hey, Buffalo Trace, if you'd like to send us some samples.
Yeah, we would love it. But I will tell you this much is that the mentioned ones I've said, George Stag, and Blanton's, for the price points, and this is important, don't compare to the enjoyment I get as a regular sipper as this whiskey.
I will tell you this, guys. Not too long ago, he was asking to trade out like 3 or 4 other whiskeys just for this one bottle. So it tells you a lot.
It happened.
So, okay, so I have to say that I rate this a nice clean 4. I think it is.
Wow.
I think it is a great whiskey.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like you. I'm waiting for the gold at the end of the rainbow kind of deal, right?
I hear you.
Now, I want this in the cabinet on a regular basis. But I think that's been every Japanese whiskey we've had so far.
I want to make something clear. This should be bought between $65 and $70.
Yeah, if you're paying more than that for this, just skip it.
But I have $100 plus bottles of whiskey that I would pour down the drain if I thought that would get me
Wow.
this bottle, which is, that's what I'm telling you is like, it's not so much like the hype train. What I'm telling you is that there's not a lot of whiskeys that can fit the bill in so many different areas.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I can't drink with food different whiskeys as easily as I can this.
Yeah.
I can't sit around and watch like my YouTube or whatever movies
Like whiskey pop.
and enjoy but this one fits the bill. I'm just saying
5. He gave that a 5. Now, so this month so far, we have had, this is our second whiskey. I'm pretty sure we're going to do 2 more after this.
Yes.
And he's already given this a 5. So just imagine what the next 2 are going to be like. So I will say that, as I've said before, I've never disappointed with a Japanese whiskey, and you shouldn't be either. So if you're out there searching for those crazy unicorns,
oh, absolutely,
those Blantons, those Weller 12s, all those things people tell you as a new whiskey drinker you should jump onto. If you're passing this one up, you're doing yourself a disservice. I would say go out and grab this bottle. And I probably shouldn't say that, because if you start doing that, I won't be able to find this bottle.
Yeah, I won't get any more.
They'll be allocated Nikka Coffey Grain Whiskey next time I go.
It's crap.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
This stuff is shit.
Yeah, this is
nasty shit.
This is the Melicorn of the universe.
I give it 4 fingers. So, hey, you know what, guys? We're
really good.
We're really glad to have you here today. And hey, comment down below. Have you had some Japanese whiskeys that we haven't done yet? Is there a Japanese whiskey you want to see us review?
And if you feel like we're shilling this too much, let us know. I would love to have that argument to be like, why you're wrong.
That's right, because we are the authority
it's
on.
It's just our opinion, man.
You went full dude on that one.
Yeah, I did.
So in the meantime, you guys continue to be cool this week, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And please, drink with your friends. It's so much easier.
Way much easier and way more fun.
Yeah.